Uh, I don't know about you, but I always keep my options open when, people hit me up all the time. I think they don't want you to have an entrepreneurial spirit. You might be interested in different things. So I always have people uh, coming to me with different stuff. So now I'm just open. I just keep myself open to learning more about what's out there and how I can help. Everything I do is based on um, helping people heal, whether it's emotionally, physically, financially, whatever they need help with. That's why when I have Reiki clients, that's pretty much everything. I'm helping people with everything there, and different kinds of blocks they have and all kinds of issues that I've been able to help people with. I consider that a blessing. So I put that into everything that I do. So I try to focus on things that are going to help people heal, help myself heal, help my family, help everyone else. And I don't know why. Where are you, Vin? Anyway, so are you like that? Do you keep your options open? Do you try to learn as much as you can? I think that it's so important that we stay open to learning what's out there and how we can help ourselves and what else we can do, because we know that we cannot rely on the government. And I don't know where this is happening. Oh, come on, Vin. I was bringing a friend on and I don't know why it's not working. So it's very frustrating. So, all right, where you at? So anyway, I found something new and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I keep my options open. So this to me is, if you take supplements, um, a lot of people don't take supplements that they need to take because it's expensive to take. Oh, you're on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Approve. All right, let's see. It's adding. Oh, there you are. It says joining. Oh, hey, Vin.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. And it's so funny, this stupid Facebook. When you first start, you don't hear the other person that well. Can you hear me?
I can. Can
Oh,
you hear
okay.
me?
It's really low, but we
Is it?
can go. I'll figure it out.
I'll go even
I
farther
know.
in the
I
house,
know.
maybe.
Usually it records okay, so it'll be all right. So instead of messing with it. So
Maybe I'll go in
Vin,
the
I was
house.
just
It'll be
starting
an
to tell
echo.
people. I don't know if you saw any, but anything that I was talking about. Hey, Ron, is I always keep my options open to learn. Like you have an entrepreneurial spirit, and even though you worked in public service for a long time, so
Yeah.
most people don't equate that with being an entrepreneur. But once you have that mindset, then you're kind of open to everything. And you and I both know we can't trust the government to take care of things for us. We need to take care of ourselves. So for me, I keep my options open. And like when you came to me with this opportunity, I was like, I don't know. So I'm always healthy skepticism first, and then I look into it. So how about you? What are your thoughts with things? What we're doing? What's out
Yeah.
there?
So, so yeah. I mean, look, I do. I have a background. I was a civil servant, right? I grew up in a culture like most of us do. I think I'm like most people. I grew up. I was taught go to school, get a safe, secure job with pension and benefits, and I did that. I was like a D plus maybe student, but anyway, I did that, and I say that about the pension because a lot of people don't have pensions now. Pensions like recurring income that you get, like residual income, residue of work that was previously done. And but that was the whole reason I was a civil servant for 20 plus years, NYPD for 11 years, FDNY for 10 years, and then what happened was, Donna, for my family, when Jen and I got married, a year later we started having babies. She was having babies constantly, very fertile, very fertile. But terrible, right? We're blessed. And but then we got a mortgage. I didn't buy a house. I acquired a mortgage. I got a mortgage. I got a second mortgage, two car payments, credit cards, everything that goes with life. We were in the rat race, and we weren't unhappy. We were just in the rat race. And I was like, wow, I gotta. So Jen was working full time. I'm working full time. And then I got a second job in the mortgage industry, which was great at the time because it was booming. And then I got introduced to a pyramid business. That's what I told my friend. Like, is that a pyramid? He came at me about network marketing 15 years ago. And I have no idea why I said that. I was like, is that a pyramid? I think we all say that because, like, I was indoctrinated into the same culture, like from school and stuff. It's like, hey,
I
if
think
someone
our
comes at you with,
generation was trained that way, right?
yeah, if someone comes at you with a business opportunity, very low barrier of entry, but a high potential income, it's a scam. Okay. But anyway, I knew what risk was being a cop and a fireman. So for me, it wasn't risky to start an MLM business. I didn't know it was MLM either, by the way. I had a friend of mine say, "Is that an MLM?" I'm like, "What is that?" But anyway, I got started, and that was 15 years ago. So fast forward to now, I learned a lot over the years, a lot. I became immersed into it because it goes back to the residual income. I want something passive, something sticky, something with retention. And there's a lot of trappings in network marketing. I learned, there's a lot of things that aren't, like a lot of people say there's a lot of, scams in anything and bad business opportunities in anything. But network marketing, you've got to really understand the business model. And I, like you, Donna, when I was approached with this business model, I'm sorry, when I was approached with the business opportunity, like I got that 5-minute video. Hey, you should put your video in the comments, by the way. Because when I wouldn't even look at it, it looked like a product-based MLM. I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to. I'm not going to do this. And like 5 different people reach out to me about it, so I wouldn't do it until I stopped and looked at the model. And that's why the growth is where it's at. So I mean, we can go back and forth about that because it really is an anomaly. We hear it all the time. It's like nothing else we've ever seen, but it really actually is mathematically.
It's true. It's true. When you first came to me, I've been in direct selling for a long time now. When I think about it, I think it goes back to 2014 is when I started. And it's been great, but I really started and I was more of a snob because I thought I looked down upon it. Like, I'm not going to do that, whatever. Like, I didn't see the big picture. And once I got into it more and I realized that this was legit, people are making serious income and they're changing their lives and they're earning. I really wanted financial freedom. So that's what really attracted me because I worked in the corporate world. I worked in the hospital setting. I worked in the corporate world, and you don't have any freedom in that world. And my kids were young when I started. So anyway, I was attracted to the freedom and the type of people that come into this type of space because the people that are attracted to this are motivated. They're self-motivated. They're not lazy, and they're willing to work on themselves. And I really like people that are going to put the effort in and help themselves, and to create a better life for themselves, you have to work on yourself. I like these kind of people. It's like, I like gym people. I like these kind of people that are always working to make themselves better. And that's what this business attracts. So fast forward, I've done a few things over the years and I've done okay, I've done okay. I've done all right. I've earned some trips. I've done whatever. And it's been great. I got laid off and I got separated from a position. And thankfully I had that coming in because you never know what's going to happen. So I had that buffer of something coming in because of the business I created, which only makes me want that even more because I don't like being reliant on someone else. Your job is only as good as your manager is, right? So I really am attracted to this, and I like work, and I know my work ethic, and as long as you have good work ethic and you can do the work, and it's working, right? You need to do something. Like, you can't just go to work and not do your job. You won't get paid. Same thing. So this model is, so I've been, you spend a lot on products, but I was programmed to believe that you need to spend a certain amount because the quality's better, this or that, or it's very unique. You and I have been in the CBD space for a long time. And I know that a quality CBD is really important. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about the benefits of CBD. I've done a whole series of videos on CBD. And I'm so passionate about it. And I've spent a lot of money on CBD over the years, but I believed in it, so it was okay. But now you brought me this opportunity. I'm like, wait a minute. How can they offer CBD for such an inexpensive price? Like, I've never heard of that. Like, how can this be good? Well, I emailed the director of product training and the director of product development. They got back to me right away. They gave me all the information. And you know me, I like to do a lot of research. I researched everything. I'm like, this stuff is legit. Okay, so the CBD here is $18 or $26, depending on the strength that you get. Like, what? That's crazy. Yeah. That's like going to get coffee with a friend. That's $18 is, that's one person really getting a coffee, right? And I'm like, how can this be? Well, no, I'm using it. It's great. So what attracted me to this model was, sorry, I didn't understand. Shut up, my phone's talking. What attracted me to this was the membership model. I've been a Costco member for years, giving my money every year, right? Because you get a better price on, actually, my parents were like this from years ago. We were part of, I think it was BJ's. I don't know if it was BJ's when we were young, but as soon as the box clubs came out, my parents were right on it because they tried to maximize their money, right? So we had a family, and my dad didn't make a lot of money, and so we always did the best that we could. Like, okay, you could get great deal on this stuff, but that was when you could only get like peanut butter by like 10,000 gallons and whatever, right? But we would do all those things to save money. And so it's always been part of me. So now this membership model came up, and I'm like, okay, I get the membership model. I like that. I can apply that to everything that, Netflix, the zoo. We were zoo members, whatever there was for the kids growing up. We always became a member because it paid for itself after one visit. So this membership model made total sense to me. So then I looked at the products. I'm like, how can these products be so affordable? Because I'm a product snob. Years ago, I became a certified holistic integrative nutrition coach. So I've been very passionate about everything we put in and on our body for us, my kids, my dogs, and I'm very, very passionate about it. So when I looked at these products, I was like, wait a minute. I had to do my research, and I'm like, wait, this stuff is legit. So it makes so much sense. So maybe you want to explain how the membership model what's different about this membership model?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I want to piggyback on something that you said about people making astronomical incomes in network marketing and a leveraged based business. And then I'll get into the model because it's important that people know. Like when I get started in networking, I said, if I can make $1,800 a month, that'll make a real difference in our life, because that's the point of my life that I was at. And that's where my lid was. That's where my mindset was. Because you had mentioned about mindset and things. Like I'd never read books and things in leadership development and communications and lead generation and passive income and tax laws that go with it. Things like that are really everything in business. So I met this police officer years ago when I was my first company. And no one, like I lived in Staten Island, New York at the time. No one wanted to go over the bridge to see this guy in New Jersey. I says, they don't want to pay the toll. I said, I'm going to pay the toll because I had watched some videos. I'm going to know why. I went there, and I remember because I was in the mortgage business, and I had made $16,000 that month in the mortgage business, which was very good for me because I was really essentially part-time. But I knew what it took to make that $16,000. It took me months to originate loans and get them processed and appraisals and everything, and get them finally to the table to close. And I did it. And I remember telling him, like, with my hubris at the time, I guess, was like, hey, I made $16,000 in the mortgage business. He goes, and he said to me something that stayed with me forever. There's those aha moments. He goes, and he was there with his wife, and I'm still friends with them to this day. He says, yeah, well, I'm making $9,000 a week passive residual income. That was my price to pay attention. I said, $9,000 a week? Like I'm like, I want to make $1,800 a month. What are you talking about? And so, because I had heard about the residual. So, because I knew after I closed those mortgages, I was unemployed again. I'd have to go do it again and again and again. And I really, at my core, just want freedom. I want to play with my kids and do my thing. So that is why I immersed myself in the industry and started reading books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, and really studying compensation plans. I built that organization to 8,000 distributors.
Hang on a second.
Yes.
So Diane's saying she can't hear you. Oh, she hears you now.
Okay.
Okay, right. Good.
So
sorry, usually, thanks, Diane.
Because usually people say, can you quiet it down a little bit? And so I became immersed, built a big organization of 8,000 people, and it was death by 1,000 slices. That company slowly went out of business, and the market felt that product was overpriced, and it went out of business. I then went to another company, was in the energy space. We had 50,000 customers, and it was a recession-proof business. And I was there for most of my career. And then the company was a merger and acquisition. They sold and they disbanded the network, continued to pay us for 2 years. And then I went into 3 different product-based businesses. And this is why I'm going to get to the model in a second. And this is why I was like, one was a 35-year-old company that a lot of people know about. They say it's not an MLM. It's a 5x7 matrix, and it's products everyone uses. But the model there's a fundamental flaw there. I made like $200,000 in a year there. It was a very big, but it was going backwards quickly. And so I said, oh, wow, this is going to happen again. Then I saw my friend, one of my buddies was making $7,000 a week. Good friend of mine that I knew from the energy business with this other company that I think that's where I met you. And it was just one product. That was just one and only stand-only product you can't get anywhere else. And I said, $7,000 a week. That's awesome. I'm in. I got in and I went just about $10,000 a week. And then within 6 months, it went back to $1,000 a week, which is still very good money. I was like, what the hell is it? It must be CBD. So then I went to another company. And then while I was building that company, my thing was like, wait a second, time out. And this is when my mortgage self came in. On my mathematics, so my friends call me Rain Man.
Yep.
I said, wait a second, hold on. Why is it that good people are not winning? Why is it that people that show, not negative Nancy's that want to pee in your Cheerios. I'm talking about nice people that show up consistently to Zoom. They invite people, they recruit some people, they have customers, but they can't get ahead. They can't even make as much money as they're spending. Why is it? So I took away took out a calculator and used a third grade math to figure out, I get exactly why. It's the model. It has nothing to do with the person, nothing to do with the product, nothing to do. The model itself is fundamentally flawed. And so this is why Donna, when I was presented with this opportunity that we're speaking about now, I was like, no, I don't want to look at it again because I've seen it, but I didn't see it because I didn't look. And then I looked at this model. Now, if I may continue, I'll tell you what the difference is for your audience. Is that okay?
Please do.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying this to disparage network marketing or multi-level marketing or direct selling, or I'm not, because it's the only business in the world that you can create leverage that you can grow a global business without any inventory, any products, any branding, packaging, shipping, overhead, payroll, bosses, inventory, any of the headaches that plague a traditional business. Those things don't exist in network marketing. But the problem with network marketing is really four things. The first thing is overpriced products. Now, the reason that they're overpriced is because the first reason is because it's used to pay 5 to 7 people. So if the sale of this one product is $150 or $100, whatever it is, if that's producing a business volume that is used to pay 5 to 7 people, the price of the product simply must go up, or you can't pay the people. So that's a fundamental flaw in the MLM model, is business volume. And business volume leads to overpriced products. So if you have business volume and your income's relying on business volume, people are paying too much for that product. Another thing is, I don't know if anyone's heard of this thing called Amazon. Amazon, if you have a product, let's just say I see results, a before and after picture for someone, or someone with really white teeth. People don't want toothpaste, they want white teeth. Or people want to lose the weight, they don't want that product. They see a before and after picture, they see the product. They say, I want info, please. And someone sends them something about that product. Let's say the product's $150. Now, I'm not saying that because you were in a company that it's usually $150. It could be the juice that's $150. If it's $150, the person that wants those results is going to say, why is it $150? And they're going to do what everyone does. Everyone goes to Amazon. They go to Amazon and they see, how much is it? They see similar products that say it has the same ingredients, same whatever, but they see them for like 80% off. Like what's $150 in an MLM is like $30 in the kids are off from school here. They don't realize they're walking behind us. It's all right, pal. You're good.
That's work from home life.
It's work from home life, and these are my babies, and this is the reason why my babies they get so big though so quickly.
Yeah.
And I know you know. So what happens is they go to Amazon and they get something for a fraction of the cost. They go back to the person and say, hey, I can get it on Amazon. This is where the hype comes in. Well, they say you can't get the same product on Amazon because we have the one and only product. And this is what people do not like about MLM, is the hype, the BS. You can't get it anywhere else. It's the berry from the Amazon. It's the mushroom from the rainforest. It's the Himalayas, the Dead Sea seaweed, all this stuff. we have this unicorn one and only thing. You can't get it anywhere. It's the greatest thing ever. You can't get it. And then people go to eBay and they see the exact product, the product itself, that is being sold by distributors on eBay because they bought a bulk order founders pack. So all of those things put together is why the industry has a really kind of a bad name, but the products are overpriced and there's business volume. Now, real quick, the next thing, and this is why this model that we're speaking about now, this new business model, it doesn't have overpriced products because the products are sold under retail. Like you literally can't get them anywhere else. And even if people are selling them on Amazon, they're selling, and they can't through compliance, but they're selling them at a markup. So in other words, if I buy the product, the Super Reds product, which is like I'm addicted to, if I buy that product as a member for $18, first of all, Super Beats are like $40, and any other competitor is like $30, $40, $50, $80.
78. Organifi is $78.
Yeah, so I don't want to pay 78. I want to pay 18. So I pay 18. And even if I want this, if I look up that same exact product on anywhere, it's for more. So I'm literally getting it. This is the only time it's ever happened in networking because we can look back and see what has happened. It's like football game. We know exactly what happened. We know the score. This hasn't never happened before. So you have products being sold at under retail. So that's a huge factor. So it's like, why would here's how I gauge a business too. If I'm going to participate, would I be a customer if there was no opportunity attached to it? And of course I would. Like, I still want it for $18. I want to look good, feel good, lose weight, let's take some page. I want to live great, age gracefully. So I need supplements because the fucking cabal is putting shit in our food that I don't even know what it is. All right. Sorry to go down the conspiracy theory, but I know you and I like that. And so the next thing is the huge elephant sitting in the room is this thing called auto ship. Now, auto ship sucks. No one wants auto ship. No one likes auto ship, and no one stays on auto ship. So if I'm looking at it from a business perspective, and I say, well, industry wide, people stay on auto ship for 2.8 months. Let's call it 3 months. That means if I have a team of 100 people in 3 to 6 months, I'm going to lose 70% of my business. That's not a good business model. Therefore, recurring income, residual income in MLM can't exist mathematically. This is why, and this is, I've done it. I told you, I had gone to 3 different companies from my last from my company I was in the longest. I had to move, and none of those companies are in momentum. The companies that I left are all out of momentum. They're all out of momentum, and so, and some of them, the first company I was in is out of business. They don't even exist anymore. So, and that happens. We see that. So auto ship, like no one wants it. No one's going to do it. It doesn't stays on it. And like my thing is to like my friend Joe, for example. Hey, Joe, would you rather spend $150 a month at auto ship or $0 a month? Let me think, Van. I got to go talk to my wife about it. I pay $0 a month for this business. It doesn't make sense for me to not participate in a business that costs $0 to do monthly. Now let's talk just business. My retention is going to be over 90% because 90% of my affiliates in my organization are paid for the year. So they can't leave. They literally can't. So it's not, so once I stopped, and I'll stop talking for a second, but once I stopped and looked at the model, I said, wait a second, this isn't even a product-based business. It's because it's not. It's a digitally based, subscription-based business. I've been down the rabbit hole with subscriptions, Costco, Sam's Club, Netflix, Dollar Shave Club, Stitch Fix, the food subscriptions, the coffee subscriptions, the gaming subscriptions. 80% of millennials prefer subscriptions. Generation Z is being called Generation Zero Ownership. So it's like skate to where the puck is going. What am I going to start some MLM that's got $150 a month order ship and a story to it? It doesn't even make sense. Very few people make any money there. And this isn't a knock on it. These are just, there's a mathematical equation. That's like saying most baseball players hit about 270 and 80 RBIs and about 16 home runs. They do. So if you're going to come in and say, oh, there's very few people that are these Hall of Fame players, that's what's going to happen. You need 30 people to break even with a traditional MLM. You need 30 people spending $150 a month for you to make $150 a month. This is why when I saw this, I was like, there's no way I'm even doing this.
I want to just add, everything you're saying is spot on, obviously, but it's not just the direct selling companies or MLMs that are marked up. Like I was in the aesthetic world for a long time, and the product that they sell there, they do 100% markup. So it's not just these businesses, it's everywhere. If you go anywhere, they're marking up the product because they have to make a profit, right? So where I was, the last place I was, I mean, everything was marked up 100%. Like that's, you want to buy the skincare, okay, they got it for, you buy it for $200 and some and they paid $100 for it, right? So it's not just these businesses. So what I like is, people want to use like the really high quality stuff, but it's really expensive. And I really like to be able to offer something to people where it take whatever business out of it. But if you can bring them something that's of great quality and value and they can afford it, like that's unbeatable, And I'm a product snob and I'm ingredient snob. I'm, business snob too, I guess. But I looked at all the ingredients and I'm like, this is legit. Like, it's not just, so one company that's not a direct sell, it's direct selling, but it's not network marketing, right? So it's like AG, I think it's Athletic Greens or something. There's like $100. It's not any better than anything else out there. And it's $100 to buy this product, where we have the same thing for $18 and probably better because I know it's organic and there's really good stuff in there. So I don't care what business model it is, everyone is doing a markup. So for me, this membership allows you to get the products at basically costs, which you can't compete anywhere. You can't go to Amazon, you can't go to eBay, you can't go anywhere and buy the same quality for that kind of money. So for me, that's like, well, there's so many people that need to be on something. We have some really great products that have already been transformational for my 23-year-old son. In less than a week, like he's like, oh my, they do jujitsu. Both of my boys do jujitsu, and they work out all the time. And he hurt his foot, and it was bothering him for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then he started the Factor 4, and he's like, Mom, my foot doesn't hurt anymore. I can compete because he has a jiu-jitsu competition coming up, whatever they call it. I don't know. He's like, I think I can compete now because it's like in 2 weeks. He's like, last week before he started, he couldn't compete. He's like, my foot hurts too bad. And with jiu-jitsu, it's all about where your feet are and legs are, or whatever, right? Grappling. Now he's like, I can compete after a few days of taking this product. And I'm like, it's $18. It's not taking any drugs. He's not taking any pharmaceuticals. It's safe and healthy, and this is what I'm all about. And now my son's telling me I can compete. I'm like, what? That's amazing. And it's from that product. That's what we added. So I know people may think it may be a turnoff to some, like, oh, network marketing, that's why I buy my products here. It doesn't matter where you go. I'm telling you, when I worked in the med spas or whatever, the products are marked up 100% because they have to make their money too, right? So it's anywhere you go. So this, to me, this membership model allows you, so you pay a membership fee, no problem. We all are used to that. And then you get the highest quality products at the most affordable price. It's an unbeatable prices at unmatched quality. That's what I think.
Yeah, really well said. And I refer back to you because you have the product knowledge. I don't do research. Not that I don't. Here's my research. It says it's good. All right, I'll try it. I try it now. I'm like jonesing for these. Like the coffee, for example. I started intermittent fasting. The coffee, and I'm paying $18. I'm paying $18 for the coffee. I'm paying $18. The reason the products are so underpriced is because you can get them almost at cost, is because the company makes money digitally and exponentially. So what I like too is because, look, I don't want to keep doing online different businesses and stuff. We all want to. Everyone wants to be with one company and do one thing, right? And because there's only so much time in the day. I have a software business I do, and I have my family. I don't want to do I'm going to hang with my family. So it's like this company what I see happening, because I've listened to the Zooms, I've been plugged into it, this is going to grow, and it is growing exponentially. I mean, look, whatever we say here doesn't matter, because 180,000 people just got in the first 110 days.
There's
This
like
is just
3,000 people joining a day.
This is not going to stop. The reason this isn't going to, because it's, yeah, worldwide, and only 30,000 in the US though, which is like, wow, this is really good. And so it's like, it's not going to stop, because it's all about the market. The market is demanding quality products at a discount. We're looking to stretch our dollar more than we ever have. And we have to. The price of everything is going crazy. You go to, everyone knows this. This isn't like, hey, is the price of food going up? Everyone knows it.
Right.
No one trusts what's going on in the world right now, and the price of between food, gas, labor, lumber, everything. People have expenses. You and I are the same age. We get, between aging parents and growing kids. I lost my parents. Kids getting older. The price of car insurance, friggin' taxes, HOA, like everything. We got trees put in the yards, like over $10,000 for trees. That and so it was crazy. I just had my travertine cleaned yesterday, $600. It's every time you do anything, it's costing hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So there's only so much time in a day. And like for the people who've never done a home-based business, here's what I like about this. This is by far the best business, because there's no stress, there's no ownership, there's no overhead. You can get in and not pay monthly. I mean, you could pay $9.95 monthly. I chose for the year. I paid $99 for my membership and $40 to be an affiliate one time. So I pay $0 one time, $0 per month to be in a business. That's what makes it recession proof. I want a recession proof business, and I don't. And no, everyone does. Everyone has like PTSD from these different businesses, and I get it. But this is something. This is fun. It's simple. It's you have your website there, Donna. If you see the website and the link, just go through watch the video. Even if you don't love the video, just put your name and email in, because it's the quicker you do that, the quicker you have overflow.
To me, the great thing about this is you could just be a member like you are at Costco, right? And get the best quality products at the most affordable prices, like unmatched, right? Or if you want to be an affiliate and share it like we're doing for $40, then you can share. Because I mean, like I share, like you saw posts I shared about the nail polish that I love so much. They didn't pay me a cent, right? They didn't they didn't even like my post, and I tagged them in it, right? Like, but I like it because I like to share. I found something great and I want to share it with people. That's how I am. I'm not someone that sometimes people say, oh, would you mind sharing? I'm like, I don't mind sharing. Yeah, this is what I'm using. I don't care. I have no secrets here. Like, so whatever. So if you think that you want vitamin, in March of 2020, I did a Facebook Live saying, listen, we all need to, because of that bug that was going around, right? That no longer exists now, where they signed a bill now. I did a Facebook Live saying we all need to be taking vitamin D, C, and zinc, right? March of 2020, because no one else was talking about it, right? And I said, so I take vitamin D every day. And, if you're out in the sun a lot, you may need less. If you're in, you may need more. Most of us need it, right? And if you're putting sunblock on, you're definitely not getting any vitamin D. So we have vitamin D3, which is how you want it, with K2, which makes it more bioavailable so your body can absorb it for $8.50. Like, that can't be beat. It's high quality. Right. So, like, I always tell people, like, well, if someone asks, I'll share. But I'm always sharing what's working for me and my family, and I share it. So here's an opportunity to, like, okay, you want vitamin D, you're buying it anyway. Now you know it's high quality. Multivitamins. There was a great video on that the other day. The multivitamins are so good. There's so many, like marigold extract, like so many things they're so good that you don't find anything else. And it's without all the fillers. It doesn't have anything that you don't want in it. It's $9.50. Like, you can't go and get that anywhere. Right. So if you're going to buy it anyway, you might as well buy the best quality you can at the most affordable price. And then so you become a member. And that's great. But if you think you're going to open your mouth and share with people, oh, I'm taking this greens product, it's so good, or the reds, or my CBD now only costs me $18. Like, you want to share it with someone, $40, and then you could start making money too. So either way, it just makes sense. Like, Costco doesn't get, I recommend things at Costco all the time to people. Costco doesn't give me 1 cent, not one. And we're there all the time. My husband's picture should be on the wall as one of the best customers, but you know, they don't care.
Right.
So that's what this model is to me. So you want to buy the best stuff? This is it. Get a membership. If you want to share it with people, be an affiliate. It's one-time fee, which is amazing. For example, my son gets these products from a small company, and he eats it all the time. It makes he has type 1 diabetes, so this really works for his health. And the other day I said, I'm like, Joe, I think they have an affiliate program. Why don't you look and see? Because other people are ordering it because he eats it all the time and it's really high quality. But he's like, oh, so now he's an affiliate there. Okay, why not? Right?
Everything's affiliate.
I think everyone's doing an affiliate. You could, you know, my or clean laundry soap and whatever. It's an all-in-one product. Like, they'll let you be an affiliate. Okay. So, because I'm sharing, this is what I use. You want to use? Okay. So that's it. So to me, this just makes sense. And it's not even like do the business, don't do the business, but get yourself the best products you can at the most affordable prices. It's how I am.
Everything has an affiliate plan. All right. And everything has a subscription. I mean, look at Facebook and Instagram. They just have this blue chip thing that just came up. And people, I mean, and so there's that. Then you have like Zoom is an affiliate plan.
Oh, it does.
Amazon, yeah, Amazon's an affiliate plan. Canva's an affiliate plan. Like everything's got, because if you just flip it and say, all right, let's look at it from the company's perspective. How about, it's like anything. I mean, real estate is an affiliate plan. My friend Scott said it so well. He's the president of the Staten Island Board of Realtors, a really sharp, ancient friend of mine. He said the first original affiliate plan was the mortgage business, because banks, you had to go to the bank, and they created the mortgage broker. And so have people go out there and get loans for the bank. And so it just makes sense. Like, hey, if you sell my product, I'll give you a piece of it. If you don't, you know. So that's what's. And last thing I'll say too, it probably won't be the last, but if you want it to be, it will. Is that I'm just fanatical about recurring income, because I have these effing bills that have been coming in since forever. Like your phone bill, gas bill, electric bill, Netflix, all the stuff. It doesn't care if you have the plague or a broken leg or something happens. It's like, it doesn't matter. You still have to pay over it. So my whole life's been like, trade time for dollars so I can pay for something that doesn't, like, it doesn't work. In other words, like jogging against a treadmill, especially right now. Like if you're expecting to continuously just trade time for dollars, which is a noble, good thing. I mean, I worked, again, 25 years. I had a W-2. I tell my kids to get a safe, secure job and pension. 3 of them have jobs. It's what makes this world go round and round. But you have to additionally learn how to reverse engineer all the stuff that's coming in monthly, the expenses, and put it on autopilot so you can keep the money that you earn from your job or business, so you can pay off credit cards, mortgage, student loans, all liabilities that show up in your credit, but pay those things off so you can eventually get out of this financial matrix that we're stuck in, so many of us. And so that's why it has to be passive. It has to be sticky. There has to be a high retention rate. There has to be a customer to affiliate ratio. Like all of these different things that people like, what does that even mean? Those are the most important things when you want to give your time and expertise involved in a home-based business. It has to, because to the naked eye, a traditional old school network marketing business model, you can't tell, 100 points business volume, one left, one right, how many points on it, and there's hype, and look at this person made this much and that, and just go 20 left, 20 right, and do it, all of those things. But what happens is no one's looking at it like a business. In networking, home-based business, affiliate marketing, no one breaks down the business as if they would with a business. If I was to buy a restaurant, I would want to know, what's my lease cost? What's my buyout? What are my bills, my monthly recurring insurance, my taxes? What are all these things? How much is my inventory? How much volume of customers do I need to move weekly monthly to cover my nut? Like, how do I break even and get my expenses covered in order to have a profitable business, right? Or if I have a piece of real estate, like let's just say an investment property, I want to know what's the purchase price, the loan amount, the loan to value, debt to income ratio, what are the conditions of the financing, the taxes, the occupancy, these different things. If I have a mortgage broker or a lender or a real estate agent saying, Oh, don't worry about that stuff. You don't need to know that. We got the greatest windows ever. You can't get these floors anywhere else. This is, I mean, like, what are you talking about? But for some reason, in the home-based business space, it's okay to say these outlandish claims and things and things and things. Okay, how many people do I need to break even? What's the overhead? Like, these are always my questions, because I've had the experience in doing it, and the experience in having businesses come apart, and you want to know why. So otherwise, you do the same thing over and over again. That's why I would not participate in an old school network marketing business model anymore. And I don't think anyone could. Well, it's mathematical, but this is why we're seeing the same thing happen over and over again. And this is why, as you build like this organization, Donna, I have hundreds of people in my organization already that get paid residual income, and they didn't sponsor anyone. All right. On another video, we'll get into that, because that's an anomaly. And if you heard what I just said, that's a fact. And I get a 50% match on people that are making residual income from never sponsoring anyone. So when you look at that, you could see and do the, you know, compounding income, and use a compounding calculator to do that in income. Is there work? Yeah. Is it easy? No. Are there challenges to anything? Anything that's going to give you any kind of value in life, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, your relationships, anything is going to be a challenge. Challenges will come up. But what's never said, and you said it so well early on in this video, was what is something that is part of this industry is personal development, and getting around people that are upward mobile people that have the audacity to make changes in their life, to do things that they break their comfort zone, and do things against their friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers would say it's crazy. They're going to do those things. They're going to go for it. And once you do it and go for it and create success, they're like, oh, I knew you could do it. So just stick around those people, and you'll make it.
I think you said it all. I don't know that we need to go over anything else, but I'm really excited about this. I think that everybody can win here, right? Even if you're just buying, even if you're just a member and you're buying products, you're winning, right? Because you're getting the best quality at the best price, right? That's a win. If you want to share it with people, then you could get paid some money too. Great.
It's
and
literally
with
such a
win. Any way you cut it up, it's a win. And you taught me a lot about different mathematical things to look at these companies, because you are Rain Man. So I appreciate that. But anyway, I think, is there any final thoughts you have?
Well, Donna, listen, it's a pleasure to work with you. You're a class act. You're a good wife, a great wife, and great parent. You're always talking about your husband and your family, and you're the go-to person when it comes to product knowledge. And you're a good spirit. Every time you speak, you're good. You're a great leader. You're there for your people. You're growing an incredible team, and so I appreciate just having you as a friend.
Well, back at you. Same to you. Same. Totally the same. I'm really excited. I hope that this connected with someone. And if it did connect with you, I'll put in my link so you could just listen to the 5-minute video, and then you could browse the site. You put your name in and your email, and then you can get into the site and check everything out. If it makes sense, great, be a member or affiliate. If it doesn't make sense, fine, move on. Nothing, 5 minutes is what you wasted, right?
Yeah.
Or not even invested. So anything else? Thanks, Ida.
That's it. Listen, I appreciate you again. Like for the folks watching, take the free tour, look at the back office for yourself, and we'll see you at the top.
Thanks, Vin. Have a great day. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Donna. Thank you.